Hi, this is a quick review demo about the Ikarie twin filter by Casper Electronic on Bastle Instrument. I'm sure you already know Bastle Instrument, but Casper Electronics is a small one-guy company from the US, if I remember correctly, and a long time ago they offer some drone product on a PCB you can stack on for those who remember. So they built together this stereo filter. So first, here you have the cutoff knob from low pass to high pass continue. Here you have a stereo. You can have a panning or split the two filter. I will show you it right after. Here a output stereo VCA, a resonance with the faders. Here an envelope follower with a AT inverter for the cutoff, and here the gain stage input. So first, let's hear how it sounds. Let's take so from warp. So first you need to know the inputs gain stage have a huge influence on the resonance sound and on the sound of the filter. So first let's try with no overdrive. High pass. And it goes to safe oscillation. Let's try to slightly overdrive it. As you can hear, the sound really changed with the gain stage input, so be careful when using it for have the sound you want to. So for cleaner sound, let's go to the right and for to the left, and for a more complex sound you can just drive the input, and you have so many gain you can practically put a line input and it will output at modular level. So alright, so now let's use a more complex waveform to input this filter, and let's explain this stereo now. So let's try. This is just a waveform. Let's try to modulate it. Alright, so here you have the switch. In pen position you will pen between right and left. And in sprayed position it will spray the cutoff of the two filter. And of course you can modulate it. Alright, so you have now the envelope follower. As you can see, you have an arrow between this output and this input. This is because the envelope follower output it's already normalized to the modulation input of the cutoff. So if you give to the filter a signal with some amplitude modulation. For example, here's the wave folder and use a fast envelope for setting. Alright, so another thing you can do is use a behind output. It's basically a bandpass between the two filters for extra strange stereo. So let's hear how it sounds. And use this knob. We're gonna modulate it for changing the bandpass of the bandpass filter. Another thing you can do is change the two filter by taking the output left to the input right. Let's mono this. And now use it as a mono 24 slope filter. So as you can hear, depend of the input gain, you can have a clean filter or a very dirty filter. You can modulate the stereo field with a spread at audio rate and use the envelope follower. So it's a really nice filter, and you can use at a twin peak. And the output VCR, I'm not doing it because it's really straightforward, but I really like it. The only downside I found is at some point, at some parameter, especially with high gain, you can slightly hear sometimes some click in between the two filter sweep. I think this is because of the design of the VCA between the two filters, so it's not zero crossing detector. So sometimes you can hear just like, perhaps I can show you. Let's use. But as you can see here, this is very small, and I think this is a really nice filter for stereo spread, twin peak filter, and dirtiness.